Hello and welcome to another edition of Spin Cycle, Reboot's look at the latest in the campaign front. And this week we have seen, if you've tuned into the Olympics or anywhere else, that it's not just Bruce Rauner who is hitting the airwaves anymore. There's quite a few other groups out there, some of whom are trying to attack Mr. Rauner. So tell us what you've been seeing.
That's right. The Super PACs are getting very active on both sides of the Republican primary race. And if you've watched any Olympic coverage, as we have at our house, you've probably seen a couple of different ads, one of which is pro-Rauner, one of which is anti-Rauner. The pro-Rauner ad is not really pro-Rauner in the sense that it has pictures of him or anything. He's never mentioned in it.
More pay for them, higher taxes for you. That's what career politicians do. Career politicians like Bill Brady, Dan Rutherford, and Kirk Dillard. Together, they've spent over 60 years in spring.
That ad comes from a group called Mid-America Fund. There is another ad running that comes from Illinois Freedom PAC. And this is a political action committee that was formed here in Illinois, and it's a way to funnel union money against Bruce Rauner. Right now it has one donation from AFSCME Council 31, which is the largest largest union of state employees, and it's got a 30-second spot which purports to show that Bruce Rauner is really an insider.
Bruce Rauner says he'd shake up Springfield. News reports tie Rauner to Stu Levine. Trust Bruce Rauner to shake up Springfield? He's tied to people who shook it down.
There is also a third Super PAC operating. This one is also aimed against Bruce Rauner. Last weekend, in the first weekend of February, it sent a very long 12-page full-color mailer to all registered Republicans in the state that was nothing but an attack piece on Bruce Rauner. Now, the way that these political action committees operate is they can take in as much money as they want, they can spend as much money as they want. What they cannot do is coordinate in any way with campaigns of candidates that they support.
Right.
So,
you know, Dillard has some ads on social media. Rutherford has an ad playing mostly downstate, central Illinois. But really none of these three other candidates are on the airwaves directly in the way that Bruce Rauner has been.
No.
And all of this attacking and critiquing of Rauner is really coming from these super PACs that have played such a dominant role in the last few years.
And Dan Rutherford's ads that are running downstate are 100% positive and mention only Dan Rutherford. It doesn't go after any other candidates. Exactly. These super PACs really can control a message. If they want to make gun control the main message of the 2014 gubernatorial campaign, they can do it. If they wanted to make medical marijuana the #1 issue, they could have done that. So it's really about being able to use all that money to control, to shape what the race is going to be about. And that's kind of where voters lose out, and that's where you need to be a kind of a smart media consumer.
All right. Thanks, Matt. That's it for this week. We'll see you again next week with Spin Cycle.